Nick Rutter for IDSCarCare.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly apply two legendary products from Klasse, All-in-One and High Gloss Sealant Glaze. These products have developed a loyal following since they were introduced in the 1970s. All-in-One is a high gloss polish that brings the shine and luster of your paint up several notches from 0 to hero, and then Sealant Glaze provides a long-lasting high gloss acrylic finish. This combination is popular for everything from daily drivers to show cars and everything in between. It gives your vehicle a phenomenal gloss along with long-lasting, hard-as-nails paint protection. There's a number of different steps that involve applying Klasse All-in-One and High Gloss Sealant Glaze. The first step is you're going to wash the vehicle. Now, we did that off camera. Wash it the way you traditionally would. The next step is to use a clay bar and a clay lubricant. What a clay bar does is it removes bonded surface contaminants from your vehicle's paint. Airborne pollutants, environmental contaminants, stubborn bug splatter, paint overspray, all the types of contamination that washing does not remove. So to do that, you use a clay lubricant. I have the Universal Clay Lubricant by McKee's 37, and we're simply going to use a clay bar with it. And the way a clay bar works is you have a tacky bar, and inside this bar there's an abrasive. And by the motion of rubbing the bar back and forth, the contamination is essentially shaved off and it's stuck in the clay bar. It becomes trapped because this is tacky. And what you do is you reknead the clay bar, and then you do a next panel, and you repeat this process panel by panel until the entire vehicle has been clayed. Doing this step is very important because it makes the paint really slick, so the wax or the sealant or whatever it is that you're applying is going to adhere much better. It really cleans the paint well. So take your lubricant and you want to spray it directly on the surface. The McKee's 37 Universal Clay Lubricant, it smells really good. Take your bar, and right out of the package, it's a rectangle. What you want to do is you want to knead it into a patty so it fits in your hand. And it's almost like working some kind of dough when you're cooking, but a little bit tougher. So you have your clay bar, and what you want to do is have this in the palm of your hand. You do not want to make a common mistake that most people do and hold it with your fingertips, because what will happen is as you rub, your fingers are going to work their way through the actual clay bar. So I've got my bar, and when it's a brand new bar, I'll spray it with some lubricant, and I'm simply going to rub back and forth using a fast hand motion. I'm not going to do this slowly. And at first you'll feel it grabbing the surface. That's perfectly normal. That means it's picking up the contamination. And it only takes a few passes, and you can go side to side, you can go left and right, whatever you want to do. And that's it. So you repeat this process section by section or panel by panel. You take your bar and you knead it up, and that exposes a fresh clean section, and then you're ready for the next area. But what I'm going to do is just a small section here for demonstration. Take your towel, wipe off your lubricant, and the Universal Clay Lubricant also wipes off really easily. And right off the bat, your paint will instantly be slicker. It's a really nice product, and it's very little effort, but it produces big results. So the next step is to apply Klasse All-in-One. Klasse All-in-One, this is a high gloss polish. It's going to restore the shine and the luster to an older, neglected finish, and it's also going to prep a newer finish for application of the high gloss sealant glaze. Now here's the deal with high gloss sealant glaze. You'll never use this without this. So you're always going to use all-in-one polish before you apply the high gloss sealant glaze. It's a prerequisite. And the all-in-one polish, the way it works is it's a non-abrasive formula, and as it polishes the surface, it actually lays down its own acrylic protection. So you're really getting twice the protection compared to a traditional cleaner and then a sealant application, because the all-in-one has some cleaner and of course some sealant in it as well. And this works great. Besides using it on paint, you can use it on wheels, aluminum, convertible top windows that are plastic. If you have some brass silverware or any metal that needs to get polishing, this is a really phenomenal formula, And that's one of the many reasons it's aptly named all-in-one, because it really does everything. So take this product, you want to shake it up, and it works best when you apply it with a microfiber or a terry type of applicator pad, because this is a polish, so the applicator pad is really going to deep clean the paint and really maximize the gloss and clarity by removing the embedded dirt in the paint. So you have an applicator pad here, and the instructions call to apply all-in-one high gloss sealant glaze with a dampened applicator pad, which would traditionally mean water. What I like to use is the Sonus acrylic spritz. The Sonus line was actually formulated with similar German technology as the Klasse product. So the Sonus acrylic spritz, you're going to have what you call synergistic chemical compatibility, and everything's going to work together without causing any weird reactions. So I have my Sonus, and I'm simply going to mist this applicator pad. It helps when you turn the sprayer on first. Mist the applicator pad. Doesn't take a whole lot. And then I take my all-in-one, shake it up. And what's really nice is this bottle has a built-in reducer. And when you have a reducer like this, it really helps control the amount of product that comes out, because this is extremely, extremely concentrated. This one 10-ounce bottle will do this Audi multiple times. So I have my product here, and it does not take a whole lot. I put a couple circles there, and I'm simply going to take it and I'm going to rub the finish using a circular motion. You can go straight line if you want, but I prefer to go circular. I feel it provides a more uniform coverage. And this product, it has I wouldn't say it's a pleasant fragrance, but it's not exactly an unpleasant fragrance either. It smells like it's really good. Like, it just has this smell that tells you, hey, what you're using, it's really polishing this paint, and it's really going to bring all the gunk out of the surface and really maximize the gloss. So this is good stuff. So you apply it as so, and there's no need to let this dry to a haze. Put my cap back on. And when you're wiping off a polish, it works best when you're using a towel that's not real thick or fluffy. This towel is about 350 GSM, and this is a tight weave. And when you wipe it off, have your towel folded 4 ways, and instead of wiping with real long strokes, take short, firm strokes, and the Klasse all-in-one, it wipes off like a dream. And you'll notice right away when you wipe this guy off, the gloss is just absolutely incredible. And this will also remove some very light swirl marks. If you're working on an older, neglected finish that's oxidized, it'll really bring it back to life. But even a newer vehicle like this Audi, it's truly amazing just how much gloss this product produces. And it's also slick as snot right now too. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is to apply the Klasse high gloss sealant glaze. This product, just like the all-in-one, it's been around since the 70s, and as far as I know, the formula has not changed. It's that good. These guys perfected this 50 years ago, and to this day, it still competes with the best of the best in terms of the gloss, the protection, the longevity, and it's easy to apply as well. So you shake it up, and similar to the all-in-one, we're going to dampen an applicator pad. You'll notice this time that I'm using a foam applicator pad, and the reason why is I did my polishing with the all-in-one. At this point, I'm not polishing anything. What I'm doing is I'm applying a non-cleaning sealant, and the Klasse all-in-one, it's almost like applying additional clear coat to your car. So there's no cleaners, there's no abrasives. I don't need the aggressive polishing action of a microfiber or a terry. So I've got my applicator pad, and I'm just going to do 1 spritz of the Sonus product. Take this guy, I already shook it up. And I'm going to apply a little bit. A little bit of this goes an extremely, extremely long way. If you buy a bottle of this, unless you have a car wash or a detail shop, this will be the first and the last bottle of Klasse high gloss sealant glaze you'll ever buy. It goes that far. So I have a little bit of product on my applicator pad, which this is enough product, believe it or not, to actually do the entire rear deck lid on this Audi. And you take your applicator pad and you spread it out really, really thin. Okay, so after you apply a nice uniform coat, since I have just a tad too much on here, I spend a minute working it in. And doing this also will accelerate the drying time because unlike the all-in-one, this needs to dry to a haze before you wipe it off. Now here's the deal with this product. It only takes, at the maximum, 2 ounces to completely coat a full-size vehicle. This Audi is a compact vehicle. It's about half the size of a Camry. So I would use less than 1 ounce for this entire Audi TT Roadster. And if you apply it too thick, then it's going to be difficult to wipe off. If you apply it way too thick, it's like wiping off concrete. But that's a testament to the longevity of this product because you want something that forms a nice hard coat on the finish of your vehicle. So it's dried to a haze, which normally it really depends on your environment, your garage, if you're outside, inside. You know, we're in an air-conditioned facility right here, so we have the luxury of it drying relatively fast. And you can always just take your finger too and swipe it, and if it's still wet, then it's not dry. Now, when I say dry, I don't mean like dry paint. Dry means it's just not wet anymore. So take your towel, fold it 4 ways, just as before, and you'll wipe it off. Now, with this guy, you want to take slightly firmer strokes. You're still going to take short strokes, but you're going to be a little bit firmer as you wipe it off. So flip your towel frequently, and here's a trick that you can use. So if you find yourself putting it on too thick, which most people do the first time they apply it, before you apply the sealant glaze to the entire vehicle or more than one panel, do a test section first so you get an idea of how this product applies and how it removes. If you find yourself in a pickle and you applied it too thick, take your Sonus acrylic spritz, and with just a couple sprays, I'm simply going to wet the surface, and that's going to help soften it up without compromising the protection. Because again, the Sonus acrylic spritz has an acrylic polymer, just like the Klasse high gloss sealant glaze. And that looks absolutely unbelievable. I'm not sure if you guys can see that on camera the way I see it in person, but this paint looks like a pool of wet ink. It is extremely glossy. So that is the Klasse all-in-one, and then the Klasse high gloss sealant glaze. If you're looking for reliable, easy to apply paint protection that's going to last either all summer or even all winter, this is a great combination. As you saw, with just a few tips and tricks, it's very easy to apply, and maintaining this shine is very simple. You can use the Sonus products, which they have a gloss shampoo. The gloss shampoo does not have any phosphates or alkaline detergents, and it will safely clean the vehicle without affecting the coating of the Klasse. And then you can also use the Sonus acrylic spritz as a detail spray to maintain the protection. So this guy is not just for your applicator pads. You're going to have an entire bottle left over that you can use at car shows, or you can use in between washes, or you can use after a wash, just to remove any light water spots or fingerprints or smudges or anything like that. So I'm Nick Rudder for IDSCarCare.com. If you like videos like this, click the subscribe button and check out our website, IDSCarCare.com. Take care, God bless, and have a wonderful day.